The last of Rachel's panic dissolved in an instant, replaced by hot shame that warmed her face and neck. "Oh my," she mumbled into Mark's shirt. "I was totally hallucinating, wasn't I?" She felt Mark's shoulders loosen under her head in relief. "Yeah, Rake, I think so," he said, bringing a hand up to play with her hair, "but it's okay. It's nothing to be ashamed of, remember. Schizophrenia's an irregular. We couldn't have known for sure if it was going to be okay with you taking less medication, which is why we didn't go cold turkey, right? Now we know. We'll get you back on your regular dose first thing tomorrow morning, take a few days off work to make sure you're adjusting alright, and we'll tell the psychiatrist it didn't work out. It's okay. You're fine." Rachel took deep breaths as he spoke, letting his words sink in. His reassurances didn't chase all the embarrassment away, but they did help. At the very least, she knew that Mark wasn't upset. "I hope the neighbors weren't home," she said after a moment, lifting her head. "I think I was screaming. I really thought something was there, Mark. I haven't had an episode like that in years." "Yeah, that sounds like it sucked ass," Mark agreed, leaning back on one hand. "How about this, you clock out early, take the next few days off, tell your boss you aren't feeling well. Then you'll sit on the couch while I make a big pot of chili with extra diced tomatoes. And we spend the rest of the day watching terrible reality TV and bastardizing the ideal chili to Fritos ratio. Sound good?" Rachel met Mark's eyes for a moment considering, then leaned up and kissed him. "I love you," she said simply. Mark chuckled and responded, "I'll take that as a yes." 10 minutes to email her boss and a few more kisses found Rachel settled on the couch as promised, wrapped up in the fluffiest blanket she and Mark owned. A British chef was yelling on the television and Mark was bustling around the kitchen, opening drawers and cabinets while the ground beef browned on the stove. For the first time since she'd woken up, Rachel felt truly grounded and calm. "Hey Rake, do you know where our can opener is?" Mark called from his spot by the stove. "Check the sink," Rachel called back. Dishes clattered together for a moment before Mark cheered softly success, and turned on the faucet to wash the can opener. "By the way," he asked, "why's our creamer sitting next to the sink?" "Oh, that was my bad," Rachel apologized. "I accidentally left it out this morning. Man, that's another thing that should have tipped me off. I've been having disorganized symptoms for days." "I didn't catch them either," Mark pointed out, "and out of the two of us, I am the one more likely to notice something's up. Don't beat yourself up about it, okay?" Okay, Rachel chuckled, rolling her eyes. Mark was starting to go a little overboard with his effort to keep her from feeling bad, but it was sweet how much he cared. It was also just nice not to be judged. She wished more people's partners could be like Mark. The conversation gave way to comfortable silence. Something began to buzz in the office. The buzz slowly built into a drone. Rachel sighed, acknowledging that the droning monster was a hallucination evidently hadn't sent it away. She took a deep breath, focused on the TV, and ignored it. Thankfully, the droning faded on its own, but would probably be good to keep track of her recurring hallucinations until she was steady. That in mind, Rachel looked toward the kitchen to tell Mark that she was hearing things again, only to notice he wasn't facing the stove. He wasn't looking at her either. He was looking toward the office. Rachel's blood ran cold. Time seemed to slow down as Mark finally looked at her and asked the one thing she wished he wouldn't. "Did you hear that?"